Who's following a press conference. Brian?
This is his great uncle,
Richard Loop.
And
Shannon, this is the missing 15-year-old family here that is about to speak. I'm just going to send it right over to them right now.
Who would like to speak first?
Yes. I want to thank everyone that has been so helpful in looking for Richard, the Sheriff's Department, all of the community, and I'm sure I'm going to miss so many names, but this message is for Richard.
We want
you
him back.
home. And if you hear this and can let us know anyway, please call us.
We miss you so bad. We want to thank also all the news. Please continue to cover this for us. As Sheriff Mascara said, it was in about 20-some minutes time. He just was gone in thin air. We don't know where anything about where he is or who would have done this.
Rose, can you tell us how out of the ordinary this is for him?
It's very out of the ordinary. This is a boy who's really a home buddy. He doesn't go anywhere unless we know where he's going. He carries that phone all the time. He doesn't like to stay out after dark at all. And this is just way out of the ordinary. He knew he had to be home. He had someone waiting to help him with the project, and he knew he had to be there. He just vanished. We don't know where. We'd like to ask the community, if you have seen him anywhere at all, please contact 911 or the Sheriff's Department. Even if you think it may be him and it turns out not to be, please call. Please call. We have to protect the children in our community, and Richard is part of that community.
We heard he has some medical issues. He needs medicine.
Yes, he does. Richard is ADD, and he does take medication for that, so he's not on his meds today. And he has been having some problems with seizures, not to a large extent, but to some extent. So he sometimes does have a tendency to have a small blackout session. It's not great, but it is a little. So we just want him home.
Do you fear he's had some medical issues?
We don't know. We really don't know what has happened to him. He has family at home that could not be here either. And we just ask your prayers and your support during this time. And thank you for allowing us the time to get through this and to be at this point.
What has this been like for your family right now?
I think if you look at us, you can see
Total destruction.
We have my father, who's 90 years old, who loves this boy like his own. And it's very difficult for all of us at this time.
Are you his primary caregivers?
Yes, I am. Richard's mother passed away over 5 years ago, and I am his guardian and his grandmother, and he does live with me. Yes.
Was he upset about anything?
Not as far as we know.
And what would you say to Richard if you could tell him something?
I love you.
Come on. It doesn't matter. We miss you. We love you. We need you.
You're needed at home.
We don't know how to do anything without you.
We need you. Daddy, do you want to say anything?
Just come home if you can, Rick. And anybody that can help us, we sure appreciate all the good people that have been helping us. Please help them and help us. That's all I can say. I love you. I love you. That's all I want to say.
Do you call him Richard or Ricky? Or
He's named after me.
Sometimes I do call him Richard. A lot of times we do call him Ricky. It just depends what we're doing, you know. It really is. He answers to both. He does. He answers to both.
Siblings?
He has 2 brothers, and he has a little 5-year-old sister. They do not live with us, but he does have them, and they are very upset at this time that he is not with us. They will be with us hopefully tomorrow at the house.
Well, ma'am, we'll be here until you
Please continue to cover this.
We appreciate
This is a good
everything
kid.
that you
If you talk to the schools or
Thank you very
anybody
much.
about him, everybody gets along with him. He talked to the schools. he's a caring person. He'd give his shirt off his back for any other kid and help him out.
That place he was playing basketball yesterday, that's the place where he goes to a lot?
It's just, we live in a cul-de-sac. It's right around the cul-de-sac as you come into Greenwood. He usually goes there to play with his friend. If his friend's not there, he usually comes home. I think what he was doing is probably waiting for his friend to come. My neighbor did see him on his way in. He waved to him, and Ricky was all smiles.
What about the fact his cell phone was still there?
We don't know anything about that. That you'd have to refer to the sheriff's
Would he
department.
ever leave his
He
cell
wouldn't
phone?
leave his cell phone.
No. No, he's a typical teenager. He wants that cell phone.
Because actually, when he got ready to leave the house, I ran out there, and I always make sure he has the cell phone on him. And he couldn't hear me, and I seen that he had the earbuds in, so I called him, and I says on the phone, and I says, "You got your cell phone?" And he told me, he says, "Well, I'm talking to you on it." And so he knows that not to go out of the house without the cell phone.
So to see that they found the cell phone and to see that they found his earbuds there.
It's worrisome.
It really makes us very, very concerned now. And he didn't have a jacket on because he said he was coming right back home. And, we all know how cold it's been. But please, please, if you have a child at home and you're out driving, just watch for him. Please, please, this could be your child. It really, really could.
And these are the faces of a loving, caring family that people can relate to. If you have children or any child in your home, grandchild, niece, nephew, look at these faces and see how torn up they are as a result of this. So.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Okay.
We'd like to thank him, Sheriff McScare, for all he's done in giving us this chance to speak with you.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You heard that was the missing 15-year-old's family talking for the first time. His grandmother, Rose, who he actually lives with, really distraught. Can't even imagine what they're going through since he went missing at 5 o'clock yesterday. Last seen by a basketball hoop that he plays at just a few blocks from his home, and then literally vanishing, according to the sheriff. They say they do not think he's a runaway. They have no reason to believe that he would run away, and that is why they have dozens of different agencies out here, almost 100 deputies and law enforcement officers. Let's just show you real quick, actually, this command post. We're talking, this thing has been growing all day long, and they plan to have it open throughout the night. They've got bloodhounds, various different canines searching woods, and they also have special FDLE investigators out here going through that teenager's cell phone to see the last people that he spoke to see any internet searches that he may have done. And they are also going and talking to a number of sex offenders in the area that they are concerned about. But this is really the story right here, what this family is going through. This 15-year-old lives with his grandmother and his uncle, and they need all the help they can get. So make sure to call the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office if you hear anything. We'll send it over to Megan McRoberts now.